Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. This is the second episode and I'm excited to try and do this. So you guys had a few questions, let me look it up. So you were asking about my practice routine. So one of the things I like doing when I wake up and practice guitar is like playing triads. I think triads are super important. So like just maybe 2 or 3 octaves. It could be, again, a triad, or it could be like a major 7. Could be also different shapes. One of the things that I like doing is like kind of hitting the strings really hard. So like, I don't know if you hear that, but like, so like I can even not use my right hand. I mean, it's not the best, but just like to show you that like that I'm trying to hit kind of hard with my left hand as well when I'm playing. So it's like, I mean, not always, but that's like a thing that I'm trying to practice to kind of be accurate. Warm up, I guess, playing some chromatic scales, maybe like taking one string, different shapes like that, or across. Gotta warm up. Different patterns. That was like, for example, 5. I mean, you can find whatever you like to warm up with, but I mean, like, finding things across the strings that are challenging is also great, like taking triads and like playing them, kind of breaking them down. So So I was just taking a little bit of all the things you are and playing that, and that was just root position. Then you can do inversions and stuff like that. Tell me if that all makes sense. Of course, playing with the metronome, making sure or trying to be as accurate as I can, and trying to also like do it for short periods of time. So like I'll practice something for like 5 minutes. Like I'll take the idea of like a chromatic scale with a beat, right? Let's say this is the first thing, and then I'll do that for like 5 minutes, and then I'll switch to the triad stuff. And then I'll go back to maybe a third idea, which might be I don't know, like maybe the triads with the breaking them up, or it could be even like a super technical thing, like just like playing the open strings, like trying to, and like different patterns. Again, slow, and trying to control the sound and the what you're doing, because it's very tricky. I mean, playing guitar is tricky. Yeah, just like combining the 2 hands and trying to make music and trying to make it all sense. So I think like just practicing slow and like making, taking the time to let yourself learn is like really helpful, as much as that sounds stupid. It's really hard. Yeah, I mean, you all know we're trying to practice stuff, and it's like, okay, why am I not getting that? So okay, break it down, say, okay, maybe it's just the right hand or the left hand or the combination, or maybe you're not hearing it yet, so like trying to see what's going on, trying to sing the line, or different ideas like that. Let me see, you guys were asking how much money a month do you need to make to survive as a musician living in New York? Well, that's a tricky question. So I guess, what is the definition of surviving? Like just having enough food and roof, or I guess New York is expensive, but I think like if you really want it, you can do it. People figure things out. I mean, rent, could be ranging from like 700 to endless, but you know, for around 850 or something, you can find a nice one bedroom with people that you share, you know, an apartment. 850, 900, I think, like in Brooklyn you can find a really nice spot. Totally reasonable. I mean, food and all of these things are really depending on you, you know, so I can't really say what is the minimum. I don't know, each person is just different, but I would say that if you want to make it, like in a sense of like surviving and living in a city, you can totally do it. You know, people just like take different jobs. Maybe it's not just music in the beginning, or maybe like what I was doing, for example, when I moved here. So I went to new school, like right about 4 years ago. One of the things that I did, I mean, I had to pay rent, and I you know, had to have money. So I was just like hustling for gigs. Like basically I took really seriously the like getting a restaurant or a bar gig, you know. So I like walked through the city, like literally, like, you know, if it was -4 degrees Celsius, or you know, like super cold in the winter, I would just walk with my car and walk into any place and try to like ask them if they want music, or told them basically they need music. So I would do that, and then I'll have their card, and I had a book, like it was all organized, you know, like saying, okay, you know, this is the person to contact, and I'll call them, you know. And of course it's just super time consuming, but eventually I was able to like have like a few of my own weekly gigs, and also other people call me for some gigs, so I played a bunch of nights every week. I mean, it wasn't like fancy stuff, but it was just like, you know, I could play with good people because people want to play, and I could make some money and not do something else. So that was something that I was helpful for me. But again, everybody, you know, has his own take. So, you know, you can totally just like find a different job to make things happen, and that's totally fine, you know. I mean, whatever works. But I think just New York kicks your ass, and that's great. It's hard, but it's really, really good challenge, you know, and in the sense of like it would just push you forward with your musicality, with, you know, life. And yeah, sometimes it sucks, you know, sometimes it's really hard. It's like, wow, okay, it's so different. I mean, for me, like, for example, coming from Israel, it was just like a different universe, you know. I didn't get it. It took me like a year or two to just get like what people mean, you know, because I was like so out. It's like different culture, you know. It was a shock. Let's see, you had more questions. Well, maybe I'll just play a little thing and we'll call it for the day, and then you can leave a message. I mean, I guess a comment would be better, and just like I'll try to respond and answer everything you guys ask, and if something was not clear, just let me know. I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some guests, so we'll have people that I'll interview and they'll talk about music. I'll have some people to play for you guys, and I just want to like just like tell me what you guys want and what you're interested in knowing, and I'd love to share it with you guys. So okay, I'll just play a little thing. This is a song of mine that I wrote. This is how it goes. Um, what else can I tell you guys? Oh wow, I had the worst date of my life 2 nights ago. It was, I just went to meet this person, and she was like, basically she left the restaurant without telling me, and she just left me with the bill. It was like the weirdest shit in the world. Like, I was like, that was so out. I was kind of destroyed after that. It was really sad. I don't know. I was like, wow, okay, New York dating, like, so extreme. Just wanted to tell you. I don't know why. This song made me sad. It's like, okay, I'll share it. Anyway, but I'm fine. I decided that, you know, if she's like such an awful, like, it was, there was nothing, like, I didn't say anything. It was just trying to be nice. Like, you know, after a minute, I realized that it's like, you know, we're two different worlds. It's not like we didn't have a vibe. It's fine, you know. Just, I tried to ask her questions about herself just to be nice, and I was like, you know, it's fine. We're never going to interact again. Yeah, I mean, someone that does that, just like, she was like, I'm going to the bathroom, and never came back. I was like, wow, so extreme. So I don't know, I guess I was kind of sad, and then I realized that someone that does that probably in a really bad place. So I should just feel sorry for her and be like, okay, you know. Anyway, if you guys want to talk about gear as well, just like, you know, guitar, that's what I kind of know more. I'd love to. So yeah, let's talk. All right, thanks for listening, and yeah, all right, see you soon.